Hello everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Tuesday, June the 13th, 2023, and this is my Flosstube episode 84, and also my StitchCon wrap-up video. I would like to say hello and welcome to any and all new subscribers. I thank you so very much for taking the time out of your busy day to come and see if I can enable you in any way. And to all of my returning friends and subscribers, thank you so very much for coming back each and every time that I do upload a video. Excuse me, my throat is just, as far as I know, I don't have anything. I just am tired, and I'm still very tired from this past weekend. I had an excellent time at StitchCon 2023. I say it all the time. Miss Barbara knows exactly how to throw a fantastic party, and that is what she did again this weekend for weekend A. I did arrive in Sharonville on Wednesday. I went down a day early just so that I could have everything together and not be rushed when I got there. And I met my roommate. I had already met my roommate before, and so me and Gina met at the Stitching in the Wilds retreat, and we were roommates for StitchCon. I'll be trying to add photos in if I can find some good ones to add in. I wasn't very, I didn't take a whole lot of pictures. Most of the pictures that I've taken were already put on Instagram. So if you are not following me on Instagram and or Facebook, please do so. I have to accept you. But then once I do, you are in. And you can see all of the photos that I took from this past weekend. I started right away with stitching. Let me back up. So I sat at table number 50 this year, which was on the total opposite side of the room where I have sat for the past 2 years. And I didn't have any specific people to sit with. I decided that I was going to sit at a table, and whoever joined me at that table, that's who my table mates were going to be. And so I'll try to insert a picture here. I had Beth, Rachel. Now I'm losing my Linda, Angie, and Marcia sitting at my table with me this year. We I know Linda and saved a seat for her. But Angie, Beth, Rachel, and Marcia, I did not know. And it was really great to sit and talk stitching and get to know each other. I do think that Marcia said that her and her sister watch my channel. So if you're watching, hi ladies. I had a wonderful time sitting at the table. We laughed and talked and stitched and shopped and compared investments, and it was really a great time. And then oh my goodness, there was just so much. I worked on one of my finishes that I finished. I had 2 finishes at StitchCon. The first finish was Progressive Pride Flag, and the second finish was my StitchCon 2022 piece, both of which I went up and rang the bell. My friend did take video of it. However, for some reason, I can't seem to download it because I think my computer is just too old. So hopefully I can use my tablet and put the video in of me ringing the bell twice at StitchCon. I was super excited about that. I also had some new starts. So as the weekend went on, and once I had my goal, 2 of my goals met, both the finishes were my goals. I worked on a whip. I worked on a new start. I mean, it was just incredible. I really did also try to be present in the moment, so that's why there's not a lot of pictures. Just seeing some of the people that I have been stitching with over the years was great. It was StitchCon is like, for me, this is just for me, it's the pinnacle of the retreats. And so I really enjoy myself every time that I do get to go. If you are interested in going to StitchCon, there will be information put out, I believe, in September, about, or maybe August, about getting on the wait list and, you know, all the things. So I don't provide that information. However, I do know that Just Keep Stitching, Pam and Steph, they provide that information. So I would encourage you to check out their channel and see what the details are for StitchCon 2024. I am going to jump right in. I have a lot of stitching to share. I have whips to share, new starts, and finishes. I did tell you about my 2 finishes. However, I'm going to show them in the video. And it's going to probably be a longer than normal video, so I would encourage you also to get a drink and maybe a snack. Okay, so I want to go back over my May wrap up because I didn't get a chance to film a video before I left for StitchCon. So for the month of May, I finished Penguin Reef. I also finished Life is Just a Bowl of June. And I also started and finished a tomato fob, which I'll show. And then for my May stats, I am feeling okay. I want you all to know, I know what is going around. And I feel okay. I'm just still exhausted. I stayed up way later every night than what I normally stay up. One night I actually was up until 1:30 in the morning, which I don't do. It's very rare, very, very, very rare that I stay up until past 1 o'clock in the morning. And so my body is still trying to catch up. So there's nothing wrong with me. I'm doing just fine. I just am still tired. I actually, which has never happened in the whole time that I've been stitching and making sure that I get my stitches, my 25/7 in. I didn't even stitch yesterday. I was so tired. I didn't take the day off from work yesterday. So, you know, I came in and had to work, or I came home and actually took a nap right away. And then yesterday I had to get up and start work. And I just have not regained my energy yet. So for the month of May, I worked on 15 projects. I did a total stitches. Oh, he's sneezing. I did a total of 6,856 stitches. I started 4 projects. I finished 4 projects. And I FFO'd 2 projects. I stitched 30 out of 30 days. And my daily average stitches was 229 stitches. So I had a lot. Oh no, that's wrong. Sorry. That was April. Duh. I went through all of that. Okay. So for the month of May, I worked on 16 projects. I stitched 6,524 stitches. I started 8 projects. I finished 5 projects. And I FFO'd 3 projects. Oh, because of the frog. Okay. I stitched all 31 days, and my daily average of stitches was 210 stitches. So I had a very good May. Lots of stitching got done. Finishing, I did my first stand-up my first flat fold finish. So it was really good. I have extra projects in there because of starting the silver needle items that I need to get done before I leave in July for the silver needle retreat. So I met all of my goals except for one, and it was to finish the stocking, which I just got behind and lost track of. So it's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 projects, to not finish the one is fine with me. I'm actually thinking I'm not going to work on it anymore, but I'll have to see. So now for the month of June, I have, what we're going to do is I am not going to really pay too much attention to my notes that I always write. I'm just going to start pulling things out of this basket and showing them, because I have so many things that I've worked on for the past couple of weeks. I think it'll just be easier for me and for you to keep up if I do it that way. So put that over there. Oh. So this project is a new start that I started at StitchCon with my friends Andrea, Becky, and Gina. And it is the exclusive that we received at we purchased at the Garon Stitching in the Wilds retreat, and we all started this. And I am stitching mine on a 36 count grandma slip using the called for overdyes and the called for overdyes and DMC. And here is my start, which is the top flower in the basket. I did not make, usually I put in 200 stitches so that I have my a good decent start, but not this time. So before the end of the month is up, my goal is to get 200 stitches on this. I am stitching it 1 thread over 2 linen threads. And Grandma's Slip, this is the first time I've stitched on an XJU design fabric, and I really, really love it. It is very, what are you doing? It is very soft, and it smells super good, and so it'll be nice to have this on this piece. I will have a little bit left, so that'll be nice. I can do a small or something on it. So that is Bloom, or Sunshine in Blooms by Teresa Kogut, and I started it on, well, what day did I start it on? Oh, I started it on Friday, June the 9th. And here, I bought this kitted up at the retreat. Here are the DMC colors. I got a mess. So here are the DMCs. And here are the overdyes. I don't know what he is looking for, but he is on the hunt for something. He always wanders around the floor looking to see what he can find. So I'm with the little, probably 25 stitches that I have in it, I am enjoying it so far. It's hard not to enjoy just 25 stitches. I don't know, it's probably more than 25. It's actually 37 stitches, so. So that was my StitchCon new start. I had actually planned on having 2 new starts, but it just didn't work out the way I had planned. So the next item, the next project in the basket is my needle book that I am stitching for Silver Needle. It'll be finished into a needle book, and that is what the name is. This is the chart that I'm using back here. And so far, I have completed the tomato and the little strawberry. The last time I showed this project, or I think I only had the leaves, the stem, and the stem for the tomato. But now I have it all, the tomato completed and the strawberry. So my thought is that on the pattern there shows stitched buttons, and my thought is to make it 3D and put some actual buttons on here, and then backstitch the word needle or needles. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm not sure if it's going to work for the needle book, but I'm going to try it. So that is my tomato and buttons. That's the name of the chart, tomato and buttons. And I am using, this is on a 28 count fabric that I actually picked up off the freebie table, or was gifted to me by one of my friends last year. And there's no color, there's no name. It's like a grayish, green beige, gray beige. But it's really popped. The tomato really pops on that fabric, so it's really working out good. And I just pulled some overdyes for the colors. So the next project that I worked on at StitchCon was, now these projects I also worked on the week before, like the week leading up to StitchCon. So I worked on the needle book, which is this project. Oop, did I show that again? I'll fix it in the editing. Albert, go lay down, please. Go lay down. Albert, go lay down. Oh, I did have 2 StitchCon starts now that I look in my basket over here. It was really, if I'd have took the time to like reorganize all of this and do all of that, I would have probably been next week before I would have filmed a video. So I just decided I'm going to just go ahead on and wing it for the most part. So my next project that I worked on is, it's a pin cushion. And, yeah, it just says pin cushion. Quite a few of the projects that we are doing for Silver Needle, my friend Jan Reeder came up with the projects. And so they don't necessarily have names. They just are what they are for design purposes. Miss Mona from Silver Needle gave us a list of charts, or not charts, patterns, and we changed the bulk of the patterns for one reason or the other. We changed them to different items. And so this pattern is called Spools and Ruler and Spools. And so this is where it's at. So I am using Forbidden Fiber Co. fabric or floss on these patterns. This is the first time that I've used Forbidden Fiber Co. floss. It is wonderful. I actually got to meet Leanne at StitchCon 2023. She's very nice. I am going to look into getting some of her yarn also. Yeah, I'm going down that rabbit hole. So this is where I am so far. I have put all the X's in for the spools, and now I'm going back and putting in the satin stitches for the spools, and then I'll put the spool bottoms on. There is a design element in between here, and then below that will be the ruler, which is what I'm going to be starting on next, because it's a lot of yellow stitching. Lots and lots and lots. I was trying to find a Forbidden Fiber Co. floss. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to look in the annex where they were selling their floss. I mean, I looked in the annex, don't get me wrong. But I didn't see a yellow floss that I thought would make for a good ruler. But here are the flosses that I have used. So for the spools, I'm using Wagon Wheel. This is a one-off, or she told me what that meant, OOAK, and now I can't think of what it is. So that was one, it's number 9. And then I'm using Aries. I'm using Gemini. I'm using Heartthrob. And the last one I'm using is, oh, that's Heartthrob too. I have 2 Heartthrobs in here. And I used it twice because it's so variegated that I was able to use it twice. So this is Heartthrob, and this is also Heartthrob. So I'll be getting this finished up this month. So this month or the early part of next month, we leave for Silver Needle on the 10th of July. So I have to have all these projects wrapped up by then. I did myself a disservice this month, I think, with not trying to figure out ways to put these projects in for my acrostic. Okay, so that was Ruler and Spools, or Spools and Rulers. I'm making up a name to give it because for us it's just pincushion. So when I come back in July, I'll have all of these FFOs. I'm super excited to be learning about trying to do FFOing myself. And I'm sure that I can do it myself. It's just that I need to boost my confidence. I need to boost my confidence more, because it scares me. Because I've spent so much time, like I have a whole box. I have one of those photo boxes, and it's full of cross stitch pieces that I have not FFO'd. They're just in that box because it frightens me to try to do something, and then what if I cut it wrong or something? Like, that's a real issue for me. So it'll be good to get some hands-on experience with finishing. And I know you can watch all kinds of videos and all of that, but I'm a hands-on kind of person. And so it'll be great for me to get some hands-on experience with these pieces. We made them, they're generic enough to where, like, if I do cut something wrong or something, at least I'll be with people that'll be able to instruct me on how to fix it or what to do next. Since I did this, now you got to shift and do that. So the next piece that that was a new start at StitchCon is a crochet a go-go piece, and it is free on her website from 2022. But I'm going to hold it back here. And it's called Rouge. It's about the little bird. And so I actually am doing a color conversion on this piece. Oh, the last piece is being stitched on a 28 count color and cotton dried violets. Hold on for 1 second. I don't know what's got him all flustered, but now he's got me all flustered. So it's all of the projects for the Silver Needle classes are to be done on 28 count or 14 count. So that was color and cotton dried violets 28 count, and it was a fabric of the month for September 2022. My next project that I'm working on, I just showed you, is crochet a go-go, crochet a go-go, and it is the bird, that little bird. And so far I am putting the white stitches in for the it's not a cage, but a bird enclosure. And I have the white stitches in. This is being stitched on a 14 count fiber on a whim, and it is called Slate. And of course, I made a color conversion, and I am stitching it in mostly purples. I have one tan that will go into the bird, and I have Blooming Crocus, Wisconsin Wood. This is Blooming Crocus, Wisconsin Woods. Antique Lace. And this is Purple Haze. So I have made a total color conversion, and this is what my project will be stitched on. You guys are going to see a purple bird. But it's going to be beautiful. So I started this on Saturday, June the 10th. And at that time I had 82 stitches in. I have more than that in now because I worked on it again on Sunday. I should have been working on it on Monday. But again, I did not stitch anything on Monday. Okay. So now those were some of the things that I worked on at StitchCon. This is all investments. So now I'm going to show you, I restarted Purple Rain by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork by John Enright. And I am so much happier with my choice. I restarted this because I was using 2 threads on 18 count, and I was not happy. But I kept thinking, I've already put 2,000 stitches into this thing. You need to be happy and get over it. But then I got to the point where I just was not happy at all. And noticed myself, you know, I had a goal of stitching on this on the 7th of every month. And noticed that on the 7th, I wouldn't even think twice about it. So I restarted it. I am still using the 18 count fabric. However, now I'm using 1 thread, and I am just so much more happier with the way this looks. I literally flipped the fabric upside down. So this is what I had, and this is what I have now. Let me see if I can. And it just looks so much bulkier than what I have with the 18 count, or with the 1 thread. And it's really exciting because it's not the base color of the fabric is not showing through. This fabric was dyed by EJ for me. And I am using all of the called for anchor flosses that were given to me by my friend Miss Joy. That's where I am now. I have, on the first day, I stitched 259 stitches to restart this project. And now on the 7th and the 8th of the month, I will be working on that. I did work on it on both the 7th and the 8th. I restarted it on the 7th and worked on it also again on the 8th. And I also put in 97 stitches on Saturday. So I'm super excited that I have gotten Purple Rain restarted. I love this piece, and I wanted to make sure that it was going to look great when I worked on it. Let me grab my other 2 pieces that I worked on. I worked on Temperature Butterfly, and I outlined the July Butterfly. I'm not for sure. No, I don't think I've shown this because I haven't done a Flosstube. So I did work on the outlining of the July Butterfly. And this is one of my Whip Go pieces for the month. So I still need to put in approximately a little under 600 stitches for it for the month. So what my plan is since I have July outlined, I'm going to also outline August and September and start doing the veining within them. And that should give me my 700 stitches for this month for my Whip Go project. And then my next, no, not my next, that was it. And that is my Temperature Butterflies is by Stitching Mommy. And I am stitching it on a 28 count Artemis by Stitch Me. And I am using a sulky conversion that I came up with. Okay, I think I now have everything. Oh, nope. One more. So for the month of June, I also pulled out my why did I pull this out? It must have been for one of my prompts on my, which I haven't been very active in for the past couple of weeks, but I pulled it out for something. Oh, this is my other, I know now. Sorry, girl, sorry. I members. So EJ, I have EJ's choice on my Whipco board. And EJ chose Twisted Band Sampler. And I think I have a picture of this. If I do, there will be a picture right here. And here is where I am now. So I am up in the top corner with the next color. So as the next color comes down, which is like a dark orange, I believe is what they're calling it, as it comes down, it will complete the butterflies on it. I missed a little piece of it starting up here, and that's one of the things I'm going to have to really pay attention to. It starts going this way and coming down. So I just have to pay attention to that. But I am working on this color here, and I need to get 700 stitches in for this project also. It's going to be tough getting the 700 stitches in, but again, I can do it within a month, or as long as it's done by the end of the year. I am stitching this on an 18 count white Aida, and I am using the called for DMCs, 1 thread over 1 square. And so, you know, I'll just keep working away at that. I have a lot going on. I don't know how I'm going to even get all the things that I have worked on this month. I really don't know what, I don't know what I was really thinking when I set up my goals and plans for June, but it'll be okay. I believe that is all of the whips and the new starts that I have for this month, this past time. Going forward, you know, I'll be back to normal, and I'll break them all up again, but I just needed to show them all to you. So now let me show you my wonderful finishes. My first finish was Progressive Pride Flag. I am super happy with this piece. It is by MI Studio Creates on Etsy. I'm not for sure if she still has her Etsy shop open, but she has some wonderful pieces in there. I will be making this into a pillow, I think, for my oldest son. But it finished, and what I had to finish, which I still need to count because I haven't counted, I didn't get a chance to count. I basically just did fill in, is I needed to fill in the red from here, from this, like right here all the way over, and I did that on Thursday. Yep. And so I'm super happy. This is also on my Year of Whips, and this is finish number 2 for my Year of Whips, which makes me very happy. I'm going to try to FFO this before the end of the month, since this is Pride Month, so that I can gift it to him. So that is Progressive Pride Flag, which I'm so happy that I finished it at, you know, during the month of Pride. And then, you know, to gift it to my son is going to be very special. I have one child that likes the rainbow, and then I have another child that, like, I don't want no rainbow stuff. So I already knew who was getting that before I finished it, because the one child is like, no, I don't want the rainbow stuff. The other child is like, yes, please, rainbow stuff. And then here is my StitchCon 2022 piece that I finished. I'm so excited. This too is on my year of whips. So now I have my 3 finishes. I do plan on finishing the other 3 also. But this was finish number 3. So now I have 3 more to go. And I am super excited about it. I made a change from the original pattern to the bust. So the actual stitchy bust, the top is white and the bottom is red. It's not all red. So I made that change. I did get, as you can see, I did get the back stitching completed. I am super excited. I did not purchase the 2023 one. It's a bicycle and it's very nice. It's just not my aesthetic. So I just decided not to do that. Maybe I'll find something else to put in its place. This is by StitchCon 2022 is by Miss Sue Hillis, which if you follow me on Instagram, she took a picture with me after I finished it. I might find another Sue Hillis keepsakes piece. She has several pieces that she's designed for keepsakes, so I can choose one of those if I decide to do a keepsake stitch. Oh, a keepsake stitch. If I decide to do a keepsake stitch for 2024. So that's where I am with that. Okay. I'm going to check one more thing because I want to make sure that I've shown everything. Oh, yeah, see? So here, and I'm not sure if I've shown this, but here's my finish for the penguin. I think I did show this. So that's one of the silver needle pieces. And I also have been working on, what is this called? Red and green. This is called box top. So this is one of the box top pieces. I took a Lori Holt stitch card. I am using this design in the middle of the box that was to be. Oh. So we had to keep the dimensions of this border just as it is. And so I was looking for something to put in there. She has a basket of it's not balls. They look like tomatoes, but the color was like a little off for me. Plus, I already have a lot of things for this, I have a lot of tomato pieces for this already. So I was like, no, I'm going to do some flowers. So I literally increased this stitch card. I increased the stitches to make it fit within the parameters of that border. And so far, this is what I have in. So I'll be working on this some more because all of these pieces have to be completed again before July the 10th. So this is a box top. So it'll be a box top finish. And I apologize about the names. I just don't. That's what Miss Mona, the finisher at Silver Needle, called them. And so that's all I have to go on. I am using the colors that Miss Mona provided in for the berry bowl or tomato bowl. I'm using those same colors. I'm just using Lori Holt's stitch card flower motif to put it in. And the baskets are the same. Isn't that something? Oh no, I did that on purpose. I did, because the basket that was provided would not have worked with the flowers in the basket. So I think now, I think that is all for my stitching for this time. So now we're all caught up to today. And today I actually worked on my needle book, which is the tomato. I finished that up. You all are always so kind in saying how organized I am and how I can just, you're not going to be saying, you're probably like, what is going on with her? She's all over the place today. Okay, so that's all of my stitching. So, I started a new hobby. I'm very new at it. Not really. Okay, so I started a new hobby. I have decided I wanted to learn how, I've been wanting to learn how to knit. But then I decided that it looked to me as though crochet was easier. So I was like, okay, I want to learn how to crochet. Now, probably 20 years ago, I was crocheting a blanket for one of my kids. Steelers fan. Big Steelers fan. And I had all this yarn, black and gold, all of that. I still have that piece up in my closet. Not finished. But wouldn't it be something if I could finish it? Well, I have a friend. Her name is Janelle. And she knits. But she also knows how to crochet. So, what day was that? Must have been Saturday. Saturday was National Knit in Public Day. Knit or crochet in public day, something like that. Anyway, I went and bought this yarn. It's called Peaches and Cream Stripey. And so that is what it looks like. And I have been literally putting in a chain and taking it out. Putting it in, taking it out. Because I am working on my tension. That was one of the things about the blanket that I was making my son, is that my tension was really bad. So in some spots it was really tight, and in some spots it was really loose. So I'm really working hard on my tension. So I'm learning, and I want to be able to start doing granny squares. If you follow Lori Holt, you know she does granny squares, and I have been in love with them since I started watching her do them. So I was like, I'm going to learn how to make granny squares, but the first thing I have to learn how to do is make a washcloth or a dishcloth or something. That's the first thing in the book, and that's the first thing Janelle told me I was going to be making. Janelle is at Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. So I bought this little ball of yarn. It's not in a ball. It's just in a... It actually looks like a cake. See, I know a little bit of the lingo because I watch all the things. So I have been literally taking this piece, this chain, that's what it's called. I've been putting the chain in, taking the chain out, putting the chain in, taking the chain out. And I do it a couple of times a day. So I think, you know, once I get where I'm comfortable with how the chain looks, then I'll move on to the next step. But I'm not there yet. Because I still have some loose, I still have some very loose pieces of the chain. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna. And then I have this little twisty thing. I don't know why, but I keep, for some reason, I'm doing something and it twists. And so then I end up with, well, all the chains are laying the right way, but I don't know. So I hope that you'll be okay with me when I start showing some crochet. I saw Vicky Stitch and Button last November. She was crocheting this shawl thing with pockets, and I was like, man, I want one of those. So I'm going to learn how to crochet, and that's where we're at. And as I embark on this endeavor, I hope you will join me and be patient with me, because I also, too, am going to get back into sewing again. I need to keep my mind activated and moving and doing things that make me happy. And so I'm going to do things that make me happy and try not to go too far down a rabbit hole with buying yarn, because oh my goodness. I need another, for real, I need another hobby. Like, I need a hole in my head, because I have a ton of fabric, a ton of cross stitch, like all the things. So, okay, I am going to start moving things around and showing you some investments that I received in the mail. And I also picked up this bag, which you can't really tell. So I have my StitchCon bag sitting on top of it. Then I have another bag sitting, it is packed. It is jam-packed with all kinds of StitchCon stuff. Gifts that I was given, purchases that I made. It just has everything in it. But before I start with that, and I'm not going to be taking the flosses out of the packs, just because I have so much I need to keep moving. I did receive both my Floss Frenzy and my Floss Fix from Fat Quarter Shop, and we are still in the blues on both of the bees on both of them. And so I got Blue Beatrice, Blue Corn, Blue Moon, Blueberry Tart, Blushing Beauty, and Boysenberry. And that is what that looks like, all twisted up together. And for my Floss Frenzy, that was Floss Fix. For the Floss Frenzy, I have Blue Jeans, Blue Spruce, Blue Suede, Blue Topaz, Blue Coat Blue, and Blue Coat Red. Blue Coat Blue. And that is what that looks like, all twisted up. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be organizing my floss, and I will show you that when I get to it, because everyone has a different way of doing it, and I don't think my way is any different, but I am going, if I say I'm going to show it, then that means I'll do it, because that's the problem. The doing of the things is what the problem is. Sorry for the crinkling. I also received my Fabric of the Month Club, and I am in the Neutral Club. And this is Bronze Age. It is a 32 count Lugana by Bestitch Me. It is just a tad bit darker than that. The base color is darker. But you all know Brandy has some beautiful, beautiful fabric. So this will be a nice neutral for me to put on something. Put something on. I also received my Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month. Color and Cotton has decided that they will no longer be selling Jobelin. So I had to change my count and my fabric choice. And this month so far, I'm very pleased with the change. It is called Coral Canyon. It is a 32 count, and I get a 1/4 yard. And it is a little darker than that. That is really washed out. Nope. But it is also a neutral and very nice. I changed over to the neutrals because I don't have a lot of neutrals, and sometimes you still need a neutral. I mean, colors are wonderful and all fun and everything, but sometimes you do need a neutral. I also received, while I was gone to StitchCon, the new Life is Just a Bowl of cross stitch for July. And here is what that will look like. So I will also be getting started on this. The pillow has the urn with the, I'm going to call those hydrangeas. And then the flag on the pin keep. It also includes this little pillowy thing back here. It's to mimic a quilt square. So let me show you. They do so much work. Like, I don't know how many openings they have in this club, but they do so many of these kits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Okay, so here's the piece, and then you cut it apart and sew it back together again. So one side has polka dots and the other side doesn't. And these are actually called half square triangles, and the small ones could be considered flying geese. So I'm going to read the directions on that and get it worked up. It's nice having these little kits. Again, like I said, you know, when you work on them, you know you're going to end up with a finish. And so it's nice to have a finish every month. Okay. Here is a book that was given to me by my friend Janelle about my learning how to crochet. So now I'm going to have to get me a cute little crochet bag. See what I mean? Rabbit hole. Okay. I also went out and I use these calendars for my keeping track of what I'm doing. It has been a game changer for me. I really enjoy keeping track and getting all the data that I do for my cross stitching. So I noticed that Amazon has started putting their calendars on the website. So I picked up my 2024-2025 calendar. And so I'm super excited. I did manage to find a purple one. It is slightly different than what I am using now, but I still think it'll be okay. The blocks are a little bigger. It still has the notes section on the side, and it still has the notes pages in between each month, which is what I really like, because let me just show you. I haven't put too many notes on the June section, but this is how I put my cross stick in. Then I have a page for notes. And then I have my whole calendar at a glance, which I really, really like. And this is where I write down what I have stitched on, how many stitches I put in it, all the things. And then I do decorate with stickers. So this month is Butterflies, StitchCon, and Pride. I am looking at joining a sticker, another rabbit hole, a sticker company so that I'll have monthly stickers, because I'm getting kind of burnt out on the stickers that I have. I've been using them for a couple of years. And that is all of the purchases that came in while I was gone. And so now I'm going to pause you for a second, and then I'm going to get my StitchCon bag and we'll go through that. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, when we went into registration, you know, you pass by, well, you may not, if you've not been to StitchCon before, you start lining up. This year, I promise you, people were starting to line up at 7:30. The doors to the registration don't even open until 10, but I was one of those. By 8:15, I was standing in the line, and I have a picture of all of us early birds standing in line that I will be putting up now. And so as you go through registration, half the alphabet goes to Pam and the other half of the alphabet goes to Stephanie. And I was in the Stephanie line. And the first thing you get is your StitchCon bag and your lanyard, which I left mine in the car. It's hanging on the thing and I haven't been out there. So you get your lanyard. There's a whole envelope. It has the passport in it for StitchCon, which gives you information. And if you are going to StitchCon B, please be sure to read that, because we got nailed on not reading the passport and the welcome letter from Miss Barbara. She was like, I can't believe it. I put all that time in it, y'all don't read it. So make sure you read that. And then there was a little eyeglass cleaner, which was really nice. The bag is super nice. It is very deep. The bottom folds out. It is a super nice bag. Super nice bag. So with this, I'm going to do the same thing that I did with my charts. If I can remember if it's a gift and I can remember who gifted it to me, I'll let you know. Or if I purchased it in the annex, she has several wonderful trunk shows going on. I'm not going to say who they are, so that if you are going to weekend B, you will be surprised. I probably should have left the bag. Sorry, I got distracted by an email. But everybody knows you get a bag. They've been showing them all over the socials. So one of the first things, Chantel of Chantel 141 Design Company was at the, and she brought a bunch of products that I guess they were discontinuing or something was wrong with them. I don't know. But so I picked up this board and it actually sits standing up and it has the little hearts on it. So I got that off well, I didn't even go to the freebie table. She walked past me and I said hello to her and she dropped a bag and was like, here, go through this bag. And I was like, thank you. Yes. Yes, thank you. So that's one of her products. Then she had in there these boards, this board. So I picked up one of those and this frame. And see where you see this at? Like that is a defect in the wood. But then you just flip it around and it doesn't have a defect. So I'm totally okay with it. So I'm totally okay with it. Let me see what else. Then I was gifted this little bag. Let me see if I know who this was. No, but it has some candy in it and these beautiful scissors. Oh, I do know who this was. Miss Vicky. Miss Vicky gave me this bag with these beautiful scissors and this candy in it. I just need a second and then it'll come to me. Someone gave me a rubber ducky that got ears on it. Then I received an Ort jar that I did put some of my StitchCon Orts in. And then a lady named Carolyn, super nice lady. I was talking to her and mentioned she had a little, it looked almost like a lapel pin, but it was, it's not gonna focus. StitchCon. And she was like, yeah, I just bought these little things off of Amazon, the little hoop wood brown things, and then stitched, I don't know what fabric count she said that she used to stitch it, but I was like, that is super cute. And so these would make really, really cute tree ornaments, I think. If you had a tiny tree like I have up here in the holiday season. Oh. Okay, well, it says 2023 StitchCon on it. And I'm sorry, I'm being super distracted because somebody is emailing me and it looks like it might be important. So, and the Ort jar also has a magnet on the top of it so you can lay your needle on there. So I'll be using this. I do keep I keep my Orts. I have a couple of them back there that have thread in them, and I just keep them on the shelf. And this is my current one now. So see, I think that looks really cute. And if I ever get my living room put together the way that I want it, I'll have cross-stitching, sea turtles, beach, all the things. It'll be a menagerie of things. Okay. Then the lovely Miss Susan Coates gave me a Bestitch Me silk, and the color name is Sea Turtle. And she said that she immediately thought of me, and I am immediately thinking of a turtle to stitch this with. So that is that. I'm not going to show that. Okay. Oh. You know how when you find stuff you've been looking for? Okay, so I went into the annex and I picked up a couple of pieces of fabric, and the first one is called Black Licorice, and that is what it looks like. It is by Grace Notes Fabrics, Black Licorice. And it is the perfect, it's not black, it is the perfect gray for me. I love gray as a neutral, so that is perfect. And then the next is called Artemis, and you're going to be shocked when you see it. This is, the Grace Notes Fabrics is a 32 count, and this Artemis is a 36 count. And here's what it looks like. And I mean, I had, let me fold it over again. There were actually two pieces of the same fabric, same count. One was lighter and this one was darker, and I picked the darker one. It is gorgeous. I don't know what in the world I will stitch on this, but it is gorgeous. I need something good, good. So those will be going into my fabric stash. I did not do a lot of purchasing. You know, with all of the retreats that I have this year, not a lot of purchasing. I know you can't tell that from this bag, but lots of purchasing. I mean, I've done that, and I still have a full bag full of stuff. So my friend Janet Jabber, who has taken up quilting, brought me some fabrics that she said she was not going to use. They are not her jam. And of course, they have butterflies all over them. And so I was like, thank you so very much. And then, of course, purple fabrics, which, you know, I love. Love it. So I will be adding this to my fabric stash. Here's another ornament from Chantel's 141 Design Company. And I'm hoping that I can use this as not a Christmas ornament. Like, I want to use it as a round, but not necessarily as a Christmas ornament. And here's the reason why. I actually have some of these already. So I can, you know, use one for something different. So we'll have to see. So I managed, this time at the retreat, there wasn't anyone really going, well, they weren't bringing me, you know, usually I go to a retreat, I never have to go to the freebie table. People just look on the freebie table, see a pattern they think I might like, and bring it to me. Well, this year, that was not the case, which is fine. I'm good with that, because Lord knows I got a lot of stuff. If I even get to half the stuff that I have, it'll be a miracle. But I was walking past the freebie table and came across a chart or two, which happens. And so I am going to be putting these in my stash. It is a Heart in Hand from 2001. And it's called Christmas Keepsake. And it's a snowman. And I'm trying to see. It is 38 wide by 73 high. So it is not that big. So I might be able to like do it and get a finish. Who knows? I keep saying, oh, I'm going to start this for Jolly July. Oh, I'm going to start this for Jolly July. So I'm going to put this in the pile as a start for Jolly July, and we'll see what happens. And then I came across this beauty, and it was actually on the brag table, which I did not get pictures of, but it is called Bittersweet Pumpkins, and it is by Art to Heart. And I think they are super pretty. I really, really, really love this one. This one I could do too, but this one I really love. So those came off of the freebie table, and they're the only two. Oh no, there's one more. So at Stitch Away, this past year, or this past January, this lady has stitched this, and I fell in love with it and couldn't figure out where. I didn't even know who it was that stitched it until way after we had left Stitch Away. But she stitched this poinsettia, and it was spectacular. And so this book, January 1990, For the Love of Cross Stitch, and it's called well, I don't know, but I mean, the magazine is fully intact, in perfect condition. And so I don't know how people keep their magazines in perfect condition like this from 1990. Here it is. Okay, there's nothing shown on that. Here it is on white fabric. And it still looks stunning. So I don't know when I'm going to start this, but I love this piece. So that also came off the freebie table. Like, I was like, when I saw it laying there, I was like, oh my gosh, it's the poinsettia. I must have it. Here are a few things that I purchased. I purchased Gifts from the Garden. Hello from Liz Matthews. I love this piece. I am going to do a little color converting on it, but I love it. Then I picked up poppy. I actually grow poppies. I grow the orange ones. So I thought that would be nice to stitch for a spring, summer stitch. Yeah. I picked up Beach by Forbidden Fiber Co. I'm going to change the color of the word beach, but I like this. I'm going to have to stitch it on darker fabric because I'm going to make beach lighter. And then I picked up Works by ABC, and it is autumn or seasonal colors. And I love that too. So this will be something for me to work on. You know, maybe I'll start the summer one in a couple of weeks when we start summer, and then just rotate them around. I think I should be able to get that done in 3 months. But they'll be nice to sit on the shelf back here. At some point, I'm going to get that really all cleaned off. It's really not that bad, but I don't know. So my friend, Rose, he was like running all back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He was neurotic when I came home. Oh my goodness. You'd have thought I'd been gone for 2 years or something. He was neurotic. And now he's just like, it's raining outside, and he hasn't been able to be outside as much today as he normally does. And so maybe that's what it is. She was working on this drawn thread pattern, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love it. It has specialty stitches in it, which is something that I need to be practicing on. And the drawn thread is one of the designers that will be at my retreat in July. So she gifted it to me. It is called Small Things. And it has the word love. Do small things with great love. And it has a little bird and a bunch of vines. And so that'll be something neat to work on. Because I have avoided specialty stitches, but she said that they give great diagrams and great instruction, and so it'll be good for me. Then Tiny House Stitcher presented our table with these little boxes, and so when you open it up, I have one of the little stitch holdery things like other people do. So it has a pair of scissors in it. She put in a needle minder, a little tomato with pins. She put in a key fob or a scissor fob with stitch con on it. There is a little highlighter in it. And of course some candy that I'm going to take out because Lord knows. And then it has these two little cute magnets. And she made these. The pins are trying to stick to the pin, to the magnets. There we go. So I have another little traveling case, which is really super cute. Thank you so very much, Angela, again. I already thanked her, but I'm thanking her again. Okay, so that was from one of my table mates, Angela. Super cute, super cute. I have seen these going around, people making them, all the things. Super cute. Okay. I had someone gift me, Melina, who is Count Twice, Stitch Once. I got to meet her in person and her mom, Miss Connie. Super nice, super nice. It's I stitch with a group which consists of Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs, Stacy, oh shoot, her Flosstube just, Stacy Design Studio. I'm sorry, Stacy, it's gone. Beth, Busy Bee Stitcher, Janelle, Lynn X Stitches Creates. There's a whole group of us that get together and stitch. Well, Melina had this Jeanette Douglas design, and she was like, I'm not going to stitch this. Does anybody want it? And I was like, me please. And so it is the garden box. Now, she did not give me the box. I don't need the box. I just need the pattern so I could stitch it up. It'll be a long time before I get done with it anyway. I don't need the box right now. I can get a box. But I am super excited to have this because I loved it from the minute I saw it. So that is that. That is another gift chart that I received. And then my friend Janet Jabber again. So Forbidden Fiber Co. came out with this chart, and it is Queen Charlotte. And I've already watched the entire show. Like, I'm at the end and I can rewatch it again. So this is Queen Charlotte by Forbidden Fiber Co. She also gifted me the bag. She gifted me the threads. And I'm not for sure if this was the called for fabric. I'm thinking not. But I just got the called for fabric, so, well, no, I didn't. But I got a similar fabric. I just showed it to you all. But she also gifted me this piece of fabric. I'm sorry for all the crinkling. I should have took it out before. It's called Midsummer Night. It is a 32 count, and it is by Under the Sea Fabrics. And yeah, that's pretty good. So thank you so very much, Janet. You know I love you, girl. You spoiled me. You spoil me. And the These are all the flosses for Queen Charlotte. I'm trying to spread them out. They're all Forbidden Fiber Co. It's going to be epic. Now I just need to make a decision on when I'm going to start it. Oh, and she also gifted me a jewelry ring, a floss ring with jewelry on it. So that will be going in the stitch sooner rather than later pile. Oh, and that glitter does not come off. I love it. Like the bag is all glittery with the thing, but it doesn't come off. So I received a piece of fabric from my friend Linda, and it is a fabric flare fabric. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to stitch on that yet, but it'll be nice. Okay. So then, Leanne from Forbidden Fiber Co. gave me this bag. And it has in it an 18 count fabric Morning Dew. It's a Forbidden Fiber Co. fabric, of course. And it is super light. It is a light green. Oh, trust me, it's green. It's like a super, super light green. It's going to be great finding something to work on that. It's an 18 count. It's Weigart. And then inside the bag are some flosses. And this one is... She told me what this OOAK means, and now I cannot remember, but here's one. Here's another one. I think they are like, not solo dye, but Leanne, if you're watching this, will you please comment what it is so that I'll know? And then this one, which has gray in it, gray and blue, and I love that. You see that? She has some great flosses. If you are looking for new flosses, go over and check out her website. Oh, and it's a flat bottom bag. Nice. So that was from Leanne, Forbidden Fiber Co. Okay, then one of my table mates, Angie, Tiny House Stitcher, she was giving away these project bags, and so she was like, you can have one, you can have them all, you can have whatever you want. So I picked out, each one of us picked out a couple of bags. And I picked out this bee bag. And it is quilted with a swirl on the back. It is super cute. And I picked out this Friendship, Faith, Love, Hope, and Trust bag also. And they both came with little scissor or zipper pulls on them. The zipper pull for this one is a dragonfly. So I got a couple of project bags. Okay, let me see what this is. Okay. So the publisher of Just Cross Stitch magazine was at the retreat, and she was asking, she had a question and answer session. She was looking for ideas on the magazine, what ways to improve, what do you want to see, all of that. So we did receive a copy of the June 2023. And I actually am a subscriber of this magazine, so now I have 2 copies. Here's the passport that I was talking about. It comes in an envelope like this. Oh, you know what? I need to... I need to go and pull the charts off. The freebie charts are now in something that I didn't understand, but they're in a tab on the website, blah, blah, blah. So I'll have to go and pull those off. 2 more patterns that I purchased while there from the annex. It says one is from Petal Pusher, How Does Your Garden Grow? And this one surprises me that I purchased it, but after looking at it, I was like, you know what? I can take all of that out and it'll still be pretty. So I purchased Autumn Cloche. Now, have I started Butterfly Cloche? Nope. Have I started any of the other cloches that I might have? But I picked up Autumn Cloche too. And there are a lot of spiders in here, which I know that in the autumn time, spiders are really prevalent because they're setting up for the next generation. So I may keep 1 or 2 of the spiders in and 1 or 2 of the spider webs in. I'm not stitching all those little spiders though. And I'm not afraid of spiders, don't get me wrong. I'm just like, I don't need all them spiders. So that's Autumn Cloche. If I keep going, I'll have all the cloches. Okay. So my friend Joey from New York, passed out these bags with these beautiful scarves on them. Beautiful. Isn't that wonderful? Just simply beautiful. They were nicely, I had it nice. It was nicely put on the bag and just beautiful. Thank you so much, Joey. I love, look, this is the first I've opened up the scarf, but I love it. So it will go in my scarf drawer. But it, he had it tied around the handle of the bag. And so inside, so I started putting stuff inside of other stuff because there was just so much, so much stuff. So from my table mates, Beth, oh, that's not what I was looking for. Okay. It's down in here. Here it is. So from Beth and Marissa. Oh, from Beth and Marcia. Sorry, Marcia. They passed out as table gifts. They made floss holders. And it has a little needle holder on it. Floss beds? Yes, floss beds. They had better luck with their snaps than I did with mine. I'm going to tell you what, that little tool that you got to use to put the little snaps on, my elbow still hurts. And then they passed out. So they are identical twins. And they passed out their little picture. And then they made floss tags and provided floss jewelry. So thank you again, ladies. It was a great time. I had a great time with you all. And I appreciate you sitting with me. We had a great time. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay. And then there were some, so Black Cat Stitchery was there, and she passed out some floss tags also. Creative Country Girl Tammy Blaylock was there. She passed out a little, oh, I think I can take all of these out of here. She passed out a little rainbow. Lady who? Oh, this is a Elaine Brower, Lady Mama Squirrel on Instagram, passed out a floss tag with some floss on it. These were from Count Twice, Stitch Once, Melina and her mom. I also received these. The Motor City Stitchers passed out floss tags also. This is a, I have another one of these from Stitching in the Wild. Notorious Needle. Miss Minnie was there. She passed out a card, a floss card, and her picture, her logo picture, which I love. I'm gonna have to put that in my June calendar when I get ready to, before I finish up the month. Candy out the yin yang. Like, candy was flowing all over the place. Joe, I really do love this little bag. I want you to know. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect for yarning. Okay, so Mary Lang and April Skipper passed out this little bag. It has a needle in it, a piece of candy, a nail file, and a nail threader. Like, this little bag has so much in it. Thank you, ladies. I'm not sure if you watch or not, but thank you. So from my friend Lori, the Flying Cross Stitcher. Her cute little dog. I got another measuring tape. I walked away and someone put this on my where my stitchy spot, and I don't even know who did it. It is so cute. Again, the wood hoop. This is a bigger size than that other one that I shared, that I can't find right now. This is a whole bag of candy that also has It has my initial on it. Somebody gave this to me that knows me. It has a K, a purple butterfly, and 2023. And then the bag has a bunch of candy in it and a seam ripper. And the bag is purple. So this must have been somebody that I know, that knows me very well. Thank you so very much, whoever, if you are watching and you gave me this bag. I love it. Thank you. Okay. And then there's another bag of candy. Like I said, there was candy everywhere. Everywhere. And some more. It doesn't say. Oh, these are from Angie, Tiny House Stitcher. And it's a little dog, her little dog with some floss. I probably should leave all of my floss keepers out. And then my friend Janelle crocheted, and I have to, she told me I have to block it, but it's a dragonfly. Once I block it, the wings will spread out, be spread out like that. And it's a dragonfly with my name on the bottom and a coffee cup. It's like supposed to be Starbucks coffee cup. Yeah. So thank you, Janelle. Okay. I'm checking to see if there's anything else. Oh, yeah, there is. So I purchased in the annex this beautiful scissor fob. It is sea glass with a sea turtle on it and a shell. And that is by Salty Stitcher Designs. And this is from my friend Athena. And there is a scrunchie. I don't know, Athena. Maybe. Then there's a ring pop. Some lotion, which we always need. If you're going on a retreat, you going to visit your stitchy friends, pack you some lotion. There is, a zipper pull with a little butterfly on it. There is a squishy, which I love. And then oh, their eye mask. Nice. Because Lord knows I need some eye help. Some eye mask. So I'm going to be looking into these. Thank you so very much, Athena. Okay. What's next? Like, I got all these little tiny bags now. I hope you guys are still watching. So, I can't remember who passed these out, but it's a whole little set. It has the magnet on the top with the button. And then I can't remember who passed these out. Purple silk. And then there's some buttons, a little heart, and 2023. Along with the little pins. People are so giving at these things. You come home with so much. So my friend Gina made this for me. And again, the little tiny hoops are all the rage. It's a little bee. Oh, that she stitched. And then the upstairs stitchers passed out little waxers. Miss Jan, the finisher, passed out these antique floss holders, project card holders. I was going to say, will you turn around? So that's what the picture on the front looks like. Stickers. I got this. It's so cute. Happy Stitching, Sheila Millar. Anyway, it's a purple frog. Can you stinking believe it? I am like, when I seen this, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I got a purple frog. But it's actually a wand, you know, for you to take off your frogged threads. But man, oh man, isn't he super cute? He's a purple frog. From Memphis Sarah E, I got this beautiful frog scissor fob. It's got a turtle on it. Strange Stitches. Pass these out. Isn't that cute? I'm going to have to give me another magnet board. I got so many magnets. Oh, this came from my friends Gina and Becky, and there was a whole group of ladies that made these. It's called 1,000 Hearts. Part of, it says, this pocket heart has been lovingly handmade as a part of 1,000 hearts to share and celebrate kindness. Keep it close and give it a squeeze when you need a reminder of love, hope, courage, and comfort. And so it's part of, they made these. It's part of 1000hearts.com. And here is what mine looks like. And it's got a little flower, and then these two little, one is 2023, and then the other heart says made with love. So there was a group of ladies that were sewing all of these, and I believe they gave out one to everybody. I'm pretty sure they did. So this came from Janelle. I got a couple of gifts from people that were, this came from Janelle, Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. She knows how much I love coffee. And then Top Knot Stitcher passed out eyeglass cleaners. Very good gift. Very good gift. I'm going to put this in my stitchy bag. So when I'm out and about, I'll have something to clean my glasses with. Zan, Crazy Band Lady, passed out floss jewelry. It's pouring down rain outside. And she also passed out a sticker and a musical note. Sunflower and what is that, a base? A treble clef. I used to know all of this when I sang, but I don't know it anymore. So my friend Andrea brought me over this fine candy, since I don't even, but it is from Memphis, Nashville, someplace in Tennessee. I also received this little cute stick pin. I don't know who passed that out. I can't remember who passed this out. It was either Miss Minnie or maybe Miss AJ. But Weekend A 2023. And then from Tiger Lily Designs, she passed out a Frogger and one of her project information cards. I also received a needle minder from Janelle. And Sunflower Stitchery passed out this sunflower on a button needle minder. And then I received from Michelle, the AZ Hippie Stitcher. I think it's Arizona Hippie Stitcher. She's super fun. Oh, what is wrong? Okay. This needle minder, Peace and Love. People are so creative. Like, it boggles my mind. Of course, I guess if you worked on something, like you go and work on it. I also received a sticker about the Great Lakes stitching retreat that is in, I think, October. I had actually thought about going to it, but it conflicts with something else I have going on, so. Alrighty, well, I know that was a lot. I thank you for your patience and hope you stuck in with me. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you so very much for all of your comments and on my Instagram and Facebook and everywhere that I have posted pictures of StitchCon Weekend A. I had an awesome time. Like, I didn't come home until the event shut down at 3 p.m. I didn't leave until 3 p.m. Like, I stayed right up until the end. Even though I knew Albert was sitting here waiting for me with bated breath, I stayed. I was having such a good time and talking to my friends. It it's good to be around other people. You know, I've done the whole self-isolation thing where I'm just like going to stay to myself, but it's been good. It was a good weekend to be around other people. The weather was perfect. No humidity, lots of sunshine, but low humidity, low temperature, you know, in the 70s. It was great. Once again, she throws an awesome party. So if you ever get a chance or an opportunity, don't let the size of the retreat deter you from going. You know, there were 300 people there, but I was on one side of the room and I could look out and see everybody, but I wasn't in contact with everybody. So don't let the size of the retreat, I know lots of people are saying, I like a smaller retreat. Don't let the size of StitchCon deter you from coming away. You know, if you have Stitchy friends that are coming, or even if you don't, you will make friends at the retreat. It is a wonderful time. Do your best to come if you can. With all of that and with all of this, I am going to say see you later. I hope to be back in a week or so with a regular update. I appreciate all of you watching and have a good night. Bye.